federal prosecutor investigating DWS is shot in head, cops baffled as one thing goes missing. Debbie Wasserman Schultz is having a meltdown after the federal prosecutor, who was investigating parts of the IT scandal that she was involved in, was found shot in the head. What makes this even more troubling is what was missing from the scene of the crime. This case is baffling cops down in Florida, while Wasserman Schultz just got devastating news that's making her wonder whether she will be next. You don't want to miss this. Barrington J. Wissenant Jr. was a federal prosecutor in Dade County, Florida, where he worked the Major Crimes Unit. He was working on handling several visa and passport fraud cases in Debbie Wasserman Schultz's district, and it's assumed that he was involved in her IT case. So, when he ended up shot in the head on the beach, it was really suspicious. But, there's more. Wissenant was working out of the U.S. Attorney's office, which means the feds also investigated his death, having their final say, and they have ruled it a suicide. Here's the big problem: no gun was found, even though cops searched blocks away. So, how do they conclude there was no foul play? Detectives and a medical examiner found Wissenant had shot himself in the head. Police searched for 2 blocks north and south of the crime scene but couldn't find the gun or any other weapon. He was assigned to the Miami office of the U.S. Attorney's Office and been hired as a federal prosecutor a few months earlier, reports the Sun-Sentinel. If that's not strange enough, all of a sudden, Debbie Wasserman Schultz is getting thrown under the bus by the Democrats, with Politico reporting that fellow Democrats are as confounded and disbelieving as ever by her penchant for making puzzling and stubborn political missteps. We wish she would go away and stop being so public by doubling down on negative stories, said Nikki Barnes, a progressive DNC member from Florida who believes Wasserman Schultz left the National Party in shambles while chair, culminating with the hack of DNC servers and the release of embarrassing internal emails by WikiLeaks in the 2016 campaign, according to Politico. There is something so troubling about the Wasserman Schultz case. First, she is at the center of the DNC hack, as the chairman at the time. We all know that there is something really fishy about the hacking cases. The DNC refused to allow the FBI to take a look at their servers to confirm who really hacked them. Of course, this is where the Trump-Russia lie got started. Wasserman Schultz was also linked to making sure Hillary got the nomination over Bernie Sanders. Then, we find out she had these Muslim IT guys who are being paid millions of dollars, with the Capitol Police alleging they had stolen and hacked 30 members of Congress computers, removing classified documents that they may have sold to terrorists. Yet, Wasserman Schultz defends them, keeping the ringleader, Imran Awan, on her payroll. Michelle Malkin reports, in all, IT worker Imran Awan and his family and friends hoovered up an estimated $4 million in government funds over a period of 13 years. For months, the D.C. Capitol Police have probed allegations that the Awan ring stole equipment from more than 20 congressional offices and accessed the House IT system without members' knowledge. Malkin goes on to pose the question that no Democratic member who employed the Awans would answer: how exactly did Awan and company get here, when did they get here, and who brought them over here and why? Malkin found out zip from our elected officials who refused to shed any light on why the Awans were allowed access to our most classified intelligence. Whatever Debbie Wasserman Schultz knows, she better be very careful about who she trusts. There is so much smoke following her around. Pretty soon she will be on fire. For her own health, she needs to come clean and face the consequences, since her political career is over as far as the Democrats are concerned, and there are far worse things to lose than your career, like your life. Debbie Wasserman Schultz could set this country free with what she knows, I'm certain. She knows the Trump-Russia investigation is a witch hunt, and she could prove it. Americans must urge the Florida Congresswoman to stop running and tell the truth before it's too late. Please share the story and tell us what you think by clicking one of the buttons below. We want to hear your voice.